In this lecture, we are going to study about the ROM and its internal logic construction. You can download the notes from the link given in the description box. ROM stands for Read Only Memory. It is a memory device which permanently stores binary information. The binary information must be specified by the designer and is then embedded into the unit to form required interconnection pattern. Once the pattern is established, it stays within the unit even when the power is turned off and on. This is a general block diagram of a 2 power m by n ROM which has m input lines, that is address lines, and n outputs, data lines. The input provides the address for the memory and the output gives the data bits of the stored word that is selected by the address. To specify 2 power m words, we need m address input lines. Note that ROM doesn't have data inputs because it does not have a write operation. We cannot write anything, so it doesn't have any data inputs. The inputs are just the address lines. For example, consider a 32 by 8 ROM. It consists of 32 words of 8 bits each. Here 2 power m is equal to 32, that is m equal to 5. It means that there are 5 input lines that form the binary numbers from 0 to 31 for the address. Let us see how do we construct the internal structure of the ROM. This is a 5 by 32 decoder which has 5 inputs and 32 outputs. I have not shown all the 32 connections here. These dotted dots represents that you have all the 32 connections. So here you can see that the 5 inputs are decoded into 32 distinct outputs by means of a 5 by 32 decoder. Each output of the decoder represents a memory address. The 32 outputs of the decoder are connected to each of the 8 OR gates. You can see all the 32 outputs of the decoder are connected to the OR gate. Each OR gate will be connected to all the 32 outputs of the decoder. The diagram shows the array logic convention which is used in complex circuits. Each OR must be considered as having 32 inputs here. Each output of the decoder is connected to one of the inputs of each OR gate. Since each OR gate has 32 input connections and there are 8 OR gates, the ROM contains a total of 32 into 8, that is 256 internal connections. In general, a 2 power m by n ROM will have an internal m by 2 power m decoder and n number of OR gates. That is, each OR gate has 2 power m inputs which are connected to each of the outputs of the decoder. The 256 intersections in the figure are programmable. You can see here there are total of 256 intersections which are programmable. A programmable connection between two lines is logically equivalent to a switch that can be altered to either closed, that is connected, or open, that is disconnected. The programmable intersection between two lines is called a cross point. Various physical devices are used to implement these cross point switches. One of the simplest technologies used employs a fuse that normally connects the 2 points, but it is opened or blown by the application of a high voltage pulse into the fuse. Means if you want to blow off, you are applying a high voltage pulse into the fuse. Let us consider an example. Consider that the ROM is specified with the given truth table. You can see here this is the truth table. You have 5 inputs here and 8 outputs. Every 0 listed in the table specifies the absence of a connection and every 1 specifies a path that is obtained by the connection. Means if you have a 0 there is no connection, and if you have a 1 there is a connection. It means that there is a connection. Now let us see how do we implement this truth table in the diagram what we have seen earlier. So this is how you program the ROM. You see, for example, the table specifies, you see here the table specifies the word 10110010 for the permanent storage at the address 00011, that is at address 3 you have 10110010. We can see here at 3 you have 10110010. Wherever you have 1 there is a cross mark. So here you see that the 4 zeros in the word are programmed by blowing fuse links between output 3 of the decoder and inputs of the OR gates associated with A6, A3, A2, A0. Means that A6, A3, A2, A0 fuse is blown off, means that is 0. Now the 4 ones in the word are marked with a cross mark. Generally we mark it with a dot which indicates a permanent connection, but here we are marking with it with a cross mark which denote a temporary connection. Now when the input of the ROM is 00011, that is value 3, the signal equivalent to logic 1 at the decoder output 3 propagates through the connections to the OR gate output of A7, A5, A4, you can see A7, A5, A4 and A1. The other 4 outputs remain at 0. So the result is that stored word 10110001 is applied to 8 data outputs. This is how you construct a ROM. In the next lecture, we'll see how do we implement a combinational circuit using a ROM. That is, how do we design a combinational circuit by using a ROM.